Gojira Prime here with a little video, and today I want to talk about some news that has come up in regard to Stargate, of all things. A franchise that has not had a new series since 2011. But before all that, as always, I do have a Facebook page, Gojira Prime, where I do post images of the figures in my collection, links to any videos I do, and anything else I do find of interest. I also have a Blue Sky page and obviously the YouTube channel. So if you do have the time, do please find those pages, hit like, hit subscribe, and feel free to comment on anything that I do post. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Stargate, back in 1993, Ronald Emmerich, who is more famously known for Independence Day and the infamous Godzilla film, which I actually do really quite like because it was my first introduction to Godzilla back in the day. Ronald Emmerich made a movie based on the popular theory at the time that the Great Pyramids of Egypt were used as landing pads for alien spacecraft. And he took this theory and he made the film Stargate, which starred Kurt Russell and James Spader. It's a brilliant film. You know, it's a sci-fi adventure movie, and it's a really, really good film. And I think it was probably something of a sleeper hit, really, at the end of the day. Fast forward a few years, MGM decided to turn the film into a television series, and we got Stargate SG-1, which ran for 10 straight seasons. Brilliant show. It had its spin-off, Stargate Atlantis, and then which lasted for 5 seasons. Again, I thought that was a really good show. And then we had the final spin-off series, which didn't do very well, only lasted 2 seasons, which was Stargate Universe. And that was it. After 2011, we had nothing else. There have been some books, there have been some comics, but I'm guessing those will now be written out of canon because Amazon has announced it is doing a new Stargate series. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I first saw this, they did a little YouTube video about this. I was like, wow, we're getting a new Stargate series. I was thrilled to hear that. I really, really was. But then at the same time, I was, this little thing in the back of my head went, but oh, wait a minute. It's Amazon making it. And let's face it, Amazon does not have the best track record at the moment. They have got some good series under their belts, but more recently, with really big IPs, i.e. Lord of the Rings and The Wheel of Time, they've made, they've mucked it up. They've really, really mucked it up. I mean, the Lord of the Rings situation is so bad that Amazon can't even cancel the series if it wanted to because it would cost them a fortune in fees to the Tolkien estate. So they're kind of screwed with that one. But, on the other hand, they have got some really good series under their belt as well, such as The Expanse and Fallout, which second season is coming up in only a couple of weeks' time. So they can make good series, but they can also make bad series. So, there's a chance this could go either way. There really is. However, this article on Gateworld, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. It's quite a long article. The good news is that a lot of people who were involved in the original Stargate shows back in the late 90s and early 2000s are involved with this series as well. We've got Martin Giro, who's a veteran writer for the original series. We've got Brad Wright and Joseph Malazio, who were, a big part of the original series. And then to top it all off, the original creators of Stargate, the movie, Dean Devlin and Ronald Emmerich himself are also involved in this series as executive producers. So this bodes well to a certain point. Now, there's no information about this series, but we do know from this little video that they put out, which is easily findable on YouTube. It's a brand new chapter. It's not a reboot. So it's a continuation of the original series back from the late 90s, early 2000s, which I think is great. Because I'm generally at this point in my life, I am not a fan of reboots. I don't look forward to them. I am also kind of hoping that this series will answer some leftover questions. What happened to Atlantis at the end of season 5? Did it make it back to the Pegasus galaxy? Are the Wraith still out there in some way, shape, or form? With Destiny, season 2 of Stargate Universe ended on a pretty big cliffhanger, which was kind of resolved in a comic book, but I don't think the books and the comic book series are going to be held up as canon because we've got this new TV series. I mean, we don't even know who's been cast yet. I don't think they have cast anyone yet. So it's going to be a couple of years before we do get anything really concrete on this. But at this point, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. And all I can say to Amazon is this: please don't fuck this up. Please, please do not fuck this up. I'm going to follow this as much as I can because, like I say, I really do like Stargate. I'm currently rewatching the series, halfway through season 4. If you've not watched Stargate before, go out and watch it. Download it from somewhere, or go and buy the box set. It's a really, really great TV series. It's one of the best sci-fi series from the 90s, if not the best. I think in some ways it's better than Star Trek, in a lot of ways. But hey, let me know in the comments section. Is this something you are going to be looking out for when it eventually airs? Did you ever watch Stargate? Is this the first time you're hearing about it? Let me know in the comments section. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Have a very, very nice day.